Mr. Transformers 96 here with another custom transformer that I did. I've been having a lot of fun as of recently to repainting Transformers. It's fun to do, and I'm really loving the results. I've done this now. This is my fourth one that I'm doing within the past like month or so, and I'm enjoying the results on every single one. So I'm gonna keep doing it until I really can't think of any more to do, or that there's not any more to do. Yeah, and you guys seem to be enjoying it too. So I do enjoy sharing my work with you guys. But as you can see, I did go with Galvatron now from Age of Extinction. Galvatron was a figure that is, it looks nice, but it is very Shell Transformer-ish, and it actually does have some pretty unique articulation, and there's lots of detail in the armor, in the robot, but that detail is lacking paint that really makes it pop. So I did want to add a paint to it that would be more visually pleasing, more accurate, and just more intricate as well. So that's what I did here. The backpack I left the same. There's just really no reason to paint the backpack. I would love to remove the backpack actually, but it's on there via a pin, so I'm not going to really deal with it. But I did repaint the robot mode himself completely. And as you can see, I did make it silver, and I left the joint areas the same color. I think that kind of copperish color, it looks pretty decent. It helps tie it in, considering most of his joints use that. And also, I don't enjoy painting joints just because I'm worried about when you articulate him. I don't want to be worried about articulating him and having paint scratch off or anything like that. So that way, when I leave joints their natural color, I don't have to worry about posing him, which is nice. It just makes it more fun. And, you know, it makes it that I can actually still enjoy the figure, and it's not like I paint the figure and then can't touch it for the rest of my life, you know. So that's why I do enjoy doing that. But as you can see, gave it a base color of silver, painted just about everything silver on it. I mean, I don't think there's anything that I didn't paint silver. And then what I actually did two different looks on this guy. I was basing my first paint scheme on a custom that I saw just on Google that I found that looked pretty neat. So I did that. I did the whole thing, and it looked very cool. But there was a lot more blue in it, and you know, in further inspecting the images of him in the film, that wasn't quite accurate, and I found another custom that utilized the blue in a more minute fashion. So that's the one that I ended up going with. So I repainted it again, basically, or at least most of the torso I repainted to give it less of a blue look, but still obviously having blue details that make it accurate. But I think this looks quite cool. Galvatron has been a look that I've never really liked. I think that it's the weakest for Megatron out of all the movies. However, in painting this one, I kind of grew a liking to it. You know, I don't know what it is, but I kind of started to like it after, you know, looking at the pictures of him in the film and painting this one myself. It just kind of, my Galvatron liking kind of grew, which is kind of nice. So as you can see, you know, base color of silver, and then I added a tremendous amount of little blue details, which he obviously does have in the film. And then the little middle section here. Now this, even if you didn't want to do this whole repaint, I would recommend just doing this middle section because it really makes it pop, and that's something that was very unique and interesting in the film is his the midsection, how it's kind of like burning inside of his chest, which I think was a neat design. What I did was the detail on the very inside I painted metallic gold, and then the ring that's kind of plain in between the detail in the middle and on the outside I painted orange, and then the ring on the outside I painted that same gold. So I think that just looks really cool, really makes it pop, and is totally worth doing. I would highly recommend it even if you didn't want to do this whole thing. And then just, you know, added blue details here and there. And what I also did was I took the silver and mixed it with black to give it more of this kind of darker silver look. So I did, you know, some of the hoses and everything in here are kind of like a darker gold, more of a grayish. You can see it here, and just little places all over I have. You know, so it's a majority of silver, and then there's splotches of a darker silver, and then there's obviously highlights of blue, and then the chest itself, the little portion on the chest is obviously very different colors. And then the face, what I did with the face, you know, I kind of went with different interpretations of how to do the face. I tried some multiple things. I painted it all silver originally and just painted the eyes and the blue pieces, and it, you know, it kind of all blended in and didn't look good. So then what I did was I decided to take that silver and black mix, and just paint like the inside of his face, which was really great. It really allowed the face to pop and looked really nice. And then what I did with the eyes is I painted on the inside like I think I did like a dark silver if I'm not mistaken, and then I added orange specifically closer to the nose section, so it looks like there's a bit of pupils in there, because his eyes looked a little dead when I did it the first time too. So this was a fun one to do, maybe my most intensive custom yet. I had to paint, you know, the entire robot body, so that was rather intensive, and then obviously I had to do repaints on it afterwards to get it to a look that I really enjoyed. And I'm still kind of not quite done with him. I'm still working on his weapon right now. He has obviously this weapon piece. You know, from the top, that's basically the color scheme I'm going for, with silver, but with that darker silver highlighting some of the hoses and the tire section up front. Haven't really painted much, if anything, at the bottom or anything like that, but I'm still working on this, and I'll add a few slight blue details. Think like in the barrel right there, I'll paint that that metallic blue, and maybe these hoses on the side I'll do metallic blue. But yeah, so I'm still working on this. It's obviously a weapon that his hand transforms into, so he'll be able to hold that and do some cool poses with it. So I might do an update on that once I'm finished with his weapon. But there's my Galvatron custom. Very fun to do, and I think that it's a huge improvement. Obviously, the original one uses a very dull, bland gray with like it uses an interesting blue, but it's a bit of a darker blue than I would have liked. I think that this brighter metallic blue looks a lot better than the darker metallic blue that they used for their original one. Not to mention the blue is just not in the right places. So yes, I think that this is a big improvement. It was very fun to do. Give you a little comparison here with the Prime that I did. They look awesome together. That they use, you know, a similar color scheme with, you know, the base of silver, and they both have those blue highlights. So they look very cool together, and they're pretty perfect as far as size is concerned. They fit together size-wise perfectly. So very fun custom to do. I really did enjoy it. I'm working on a few more. I think that the one that I'm going to focus on though is a Shockwave custom. I have a few extra Shockwave figures because I was thinking about doing a custom back in 2014 that I never got around to. So I think that I'm going to paint Shockwave now next, and kind of give him more of a different shade of purple with silver. I'm pretty excited. I think that it could come out pretty neat, so I'm excited to do that one. Well, let me know what you guys think of this custom, and I do also enjoy hearing ideas from you guys and different customs that you think that I should work on. Just hearing ideas from you guys can really you know, spark something, and I might think that it's a great idea, or at least it might lead me on another path to do a different custom. So let me know what you guys think of this figure, and thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy these custom videos. I'm enjoying doing the customs, and I'm enjoying hearing you guys' feedback. Thanks so much for watching.